The Police and Crime Commissioner for the West Midlands, David Jameson, has denied claims he's failed to consult the public about the decision to close 24 police buildings after being criticised by a Home Office minister in Parliament.
Well, the row follows a debate about the closures, which are due to be phased in by 2020. Our political correspondent, Alison Mackenzie, is in Westminster. Now, Alison, what's led to all this?
It was started by the Conservative MP for Solihull, Julian Knight, who wanted to debate about the planned closure of Solihull Police Station. Big worry for that. It's been there many years, but there are cuts to be brought in. The Police and Crime Commissioner has to oversee that, and he's told me that 20% of that building is being used, so it's one of a number of buildings being considered for closure because of all the issues over money. Now, that was brought to the floor of the Parliament building today, and there was a debate whereby the Home Office Minister turned on David Jameson and said, "You're not thinking this through properly."
This should not be shrouded by the kind of tribal rhetoric about funding for police. Funding for Westminster's police has gone up. They're sitting on large amounts of reserves that have grown since 2000. There are active choices, and in that context, he should show some respect to the people that he serves and engage in a meaningful dialogue and engagement with the people on issue on which they are clearly very sensitive.
You could hear the anger in the background there of the Labour MPs at this debate. They say that the Police and Crime Commissioners had to absorb lots of changes, lots of cuts, and that in fact these are decisions that in the end will mean that police officer numbers can be protected. So I spoke to David Jameson this afternoon. He was here in London. I said, "Are you failing to consult? Are you not doing your job properly?" "No," he said.
I've explained to the Minister that we've lost £145 million of our funding. I've lost 2,000 officers and 1,000 staff. We need less space to put people in. And today, police officers are more on the move, they're mobile. Now, what we're announcing is a list of potential closures. Over the next year or so, there'll be engagement with local councils and other people to make sure that we've consulted and talked to everybody involved. And that includes all the stations.
What he also said is that, for example, in the case of Solihull and Sutton Coldfield, the two traditional stations that will shut, they'll be replaced by front desks, perhaps in a shopping centre or a council building. He says all being thought through, but don't forget there are local elections around the corner, so maybe that's why Labour and the Conservatives are battling against each other.
Indeed so. Alison, thanks for that report. Workers and unions